Suddenly, the SS doctor appears in the blocks. All the sick and injured have to parade naked in front of him. Pointing his finger, he has almost all of them placed on one side of the hut. The SS sergeant nurse writes down their registration numbers. In dismay, knowing these poor people are condemned to death, we lie to them, saying they are to be transferred to another camp.
Within 2 minutes, a murmur fills the whole room. A horrible word goes round, spoken in hushed voices. Selection, selection, it's a selection. The hospital Blokova, his eyes full of tears and with a lump in his throat, silences everyone and announces, all the patients who can walk must stand up and get into line naked. The others stay lying down. They look at each other, panic-stricken. Nothing can be done. The doors are guarded. They have to get up, stand in line, one behind the other, naked. Now dreadful scenes begin. Sick, moribund, dying women want to try their luck and go before the doctors. From each bed a living skeleton, all skin and bone, purulent, attempts to rise with terrible groans. The women clutch hold of the beds, try to stand up, fall back, cry out, scrape the wood with their nails, sometimes managing to get up, fall on the ground, crawl on their knees, on their bellies, trying to get into the line. The nurses come and seize them and throw them back into the beds. We, the healthier ones, line up in silence, our hearts hammering. With my arm folded to show the number tattooed on it and my head high, I look the German doctor straight in the eye. He looks me up and down and up, makes me turn round, takes my file, gives it a glance, and says, Nummer. A German woman notes the number on my arm, and I am made to go into the hospital anteroom on the right. There I find about 10 women. At a short glance, I can see they are all quite strong. I feel a glimmer of hope. Some more women arrive, Poles and Greeks, an Italian girl, and some from Vienna, some Hungarians. In all, 45 out of the 300 in Riviere 18. A German arrives and puts us in groups of 5, counts us and says, "Go back to your beds, you are good for work." But we at once think of the others, those who stayed inside, and we hardly dare go to our beds. We dare not look at them. We are in despair.
Most have no illusions about the fate in store for them. The youngest ones weep and refuse to understand why they have to die because of a leg ulcer or a scabies infection. They ask me anxiously if asphyxia by gas is painful.
That night nobody slept. A sick woman suddenly goes mad near us during the night. She gets up and howls, struggles, chokes, suffocates and moans, thinking she's already in the gas chamber.
Happy are those so extenuated they have lost all awareness and are now totally indifferent. Some others die in bed during the day. Presently their corpses will be piled up among the living, assembled in the same place.
It is 11:30. They are giving out the soup, and suddenly the doors open once more. Germans with rifles stand round the doorway. The whole room is transfixed. All the bowls of soup are put down softly. Anxiously we wait. The whole block watches, listens, eyes dilated with fear. Cécile, Susie, Denise, Rosine, Gilberte, Simone, and so many others are going to die. About 1,000 were gassed that day. That evening in the block, we were entitled to extra bread, the ration of those gassed. And we ate it, for we were hungry.
Susanne Birnbaum was evacuated to Bergen-Belsen on November 1st, 1944. After several transfers to other camps, she was liberated at Theresienstadt on May 7th, 1945. She arrived in Paris on June 6th and finished writing her manuscript, A Jewish Frenchwoman Has Returned, by October 15th. Mark Klein remained a prisoner in Auschwitz until the whole camp was evacuated on January 18, 1945. He survived the death march and arrived at Gross Rosen, was then transferred to the Buchenwald camp and liberated by the Allies on April 11, 1945. Robert Levy, also evacuated on January 18, 1945, was transferred to Mauthausen. He was liberated by American troops on May 5, 1945. Robert Weitz, evacuated on January 18, 1945 at Buchenwald, was liberated on April 11, 1945. He gave evidence several times, notably at the Nuremberg trial and the trial of Eichmann. The testimonies of Mark Klein, Robert Levy, and Robert Weitz were published in 1946 in a collection entitled The Strasbourg Testimonies.